Welcome back to Box Score Collectibles. It's time for some Unwrapped. How's it going, Brian?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today,
Oh,
boss?
fantastic. I am doing fantastic. I hope the audio is doing well for everybody. Um, I'm actually not hearing it in mine. Perfect.
I'm checking the stream right now.
All right. I don't hear any echo except for that. So excellent. All right. Well, hey, the week that was and the week that will be. That's what we are here to chat about. How was your week, Brian?
Not too bad. Didn't do a whole lot in terms of card stuff. Just kind of looking for any kind of deals or um, retail product of archives. Because that's one of the latest things coming out. But outside of that, didn't really open a whole lot this week. Of course, we had our show yesterday that we'll talk about in a little bit. But what about you? How was your week?
It was fantastic. Got to open up some Bowman's Best on our Fresh Friday. That was awesome. Got some decent hits out of there. A 25 out of 25 of one of the top Baltimore Oriole prospects. Very happy about that. Outside of that, I mean, hey, we did a card show.
And we did.
It was even close. We didn't have to travel hours away.
No, we didn't. We just basically went down the street to our backyard of Modesto.
Yep, how about that? Right here in good old Modesto, there was a card show, 100 tables, put on by CVC, Central Valley Collectors, and they're going to be doing a show up in Fresno, or down in Fresno.
Yes.
What date is that going to be?
That's going to be Saturday, February 8th, and we're looking at our calendars to double check to see if that's something that we can join them for. They're a great group of people. They had a lot of people there. I mean, the place was just hopping yesterday.
Yeah, 6 full plus hours of just constant foot traffic. It was nice, and it was collectors and families coming to check out the cards. At least that's what I got from it. A little bit different feel than the Bay Area or Sacramento. What did you think?
I agree with that. There were a lot of tables that had the graded cards. Just talking about the sports tables, there's kind of a good mix, probably half and half, I think, of graded versus gaming. And with the sports cards, most of the tables were a lot of the graded cards, which is kind of what you see a lot these days. There were a few tables like us that had the quarter and dollar boxes, as well as some unopened product. And we saw a lot of people come through and check out the quarter boxes to see kind of what they could find, what kind of treasures they could find.
Yep. Yeah, just a lot of good stuff. Our kind of people, our kind of collectors. Not saying that just buying a bunch of retail and ripping and hoping for a lottery ticket or going through and doing nothing but graded stuff is bad, or for the flippers. I mean, they are part of the industry now. They're part of the hobby. But yeah, yesterday was kind of refreshing.
Yeah, and I mean, we probably had, as far as shows go, we probably had a record-breaking day for us with the Through the Decades boxes. Those seem to be very popular. We quickly ran out of several teams that we had. We didn't have just one of. We had like 3, 4, 5 of, and we had a lot of good sales there from that.
Absolutely. And all we could do is let them know, hey, check us out at boxscorecollectibles.com and order. Now, we're going to need to do some tweaking of the shipping on that because, hey, if they're local, why charge them? Have them come meet us at the ballpark or something.
Yeah, I mean, we can always set up a local pickup option for the Through the Decades box or any orders, really, because we have complete sets on there as well as some sealed product outside of the Through the Decades and the Rookie and Prospect packs. But yeah, all in all, it was a really fantastic day.
Yeah, it really was. And hey, the local pickup idea is great, but we're getting some orders that, well, they can't really be picked up locally, huh?
No, we have one currently that we're processing that is going to go to, I think it's Littlefield, Colorado. We've had one that went all the way out to Great Britain and potentially something in New Zealand. Had someone contact us about that. But yeah, we are open to international shipping for sure. We just don't have it set up yet because on a case by case basis, until we get things going, we want to make sure that we're charging the right amount of shipping, not overcharging somebody for getting them the product. So
Yeah,
that's
and
that's our big concern.
that reminds me, I need to get a hold of Titus, or we need to let him know that, yeah, how much shipping is gonna be. He wants a Dodgers and an Angels.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, through the decades. Speaking of through the decades, we were having a little bit of a chat earlier about Thursdays.
Yeah.
So before we had talked about doing a throwback Thursday. In fact, we've done a throwback Thursday. I took a look at some of the 1990s offerings, and it was enjoyable, but we can only do that for so long and so often. What did we chat about earlier, Brian?
Well, you had came up with the idea, and I think it's a great idea of just kind of instead of doing Throwback Thursdays, maybe doing a through the decades show. And how would that look?
So what I'm hoping for is to go through and do some homework, get a slide deck going or a Google Slides or whatever of cards of a certain team's past, starting from 1980, and do a little bit of a historical rundown and have fun with it doing that. Kind of like what our through the decades boxes are,
Mhm,
except doing it online and digitally and with a conversation. That's my goal, is to give the history of cards and, some education on it. Some
mhm.
fun. I
Yeah,
mean, education can be fun, right? Especially when you're talking about cards.
yeah. I mean, it's the same type of concept with the Throwback Thursdays. I mean, you're looking back at certain time periods. In this case, we would just look at certain teams during those time periods, and you know, and that's what Throwback Thursdays are about. It's just not about okay, well, we're gonna open these packs. Here's some cards. See you later. And want to kind of make it a little bit more informative and something that people can easily digest.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the plan for Thursdays. We'll be putting those out there. If you didn't notice, here at Box Score Collectibles, we put a couple of upcoming live events already on the channel.
Yeah,
And that's one of the things I'm going to try to do more often. That way, I'm holding myself accountable, because they say consistency is what matters, and what better way to stay consistent than putting an actual time out there, kinda like a little mini alarm clock that
yeah,
everybody can see.
absolutely.
Alright, so last week, yeah, Bowman's Best came out, um, 400 for the box, hobby box, but it if you get lucky, you can get some big hitters, and if that's what you're looking to do, cool. If
Mhm,
it's not what you're looking to do, then, hey, finish the set and enjoy building, uh a upper mid, tier card set, I would say. It's not a low tier, it's not a mid tier, it's an upper mid,
mhm. Yeah,
my personal opinion.
I agree. It's basically kind of like trying to collect the Bowman Draft Chrome part of the set. You're getting prospects and veterans in there. It's just one of those types of sets where it's hard to open boxes to make a set. I mean, granted, I think a 100 card set this year, and you get maybe about 3 base cards per pack on
Mhm.
average, and so you would need several boxes in order to really complete the set because
Eh,
it's what, 36 cards
yeah.
basically the whole pack, so it makes it more challenging as a set collector. I mean, if you really love the set, by all means, wanna do that challenge, go for it. Um, but if you're on a limited budget, like, kinda more like I am, and if you want the set, might be better just, check out the third party sellers and see who has it for what price. If I get a set for maybe 100, $150 instead of spending thousands on boxes.
Yeah. Thousands. Well, speaking of new sets and new fun and new things that we're gonna be trying, On the 25th, next Saturday, we are hoping to do, 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 a live break. So take a look at boxscorecollectibles.com, and we're going to be posting it in the next couple of days, but we're going to be doing an archives um, break with blasters and fat packs. Yeah. Quarter case each, blasters and value packs. With the blasters, you get the black parallels. With the fat value packs or fat packs or hanger packs or whatever you want to call them, you get yellow foil
Mhm.
parallels. Pretty nice. I've seen it once now. So that's gonna be fun. Brian, do you have any details on the thought of the break or any ideas?
Um, well, yeah, I mean, obviously we're doing basic quarter case for each includes 10 blasters. The typical case will have 40 blasters in there. And the value pack, the typical case is 108 value packs. So that's going to be, I believe the math goes down to
27.
27.
Yep.
So we're going to have basically 10 blasters, 27 value packs in this break. We got the, we're working on the pricing, and the pricing is going to range anywhere from as low as $15 shipped up to $35 shipped. You know, depends on the team, of course. There's going to be a pick your team break. We're going to have it on the website. My goal is to have it there by tomorrow night, so that way people can start seeing it and deciding whether or not they want to do it. You know, we do anticipate this selling out relatively quickly because Archives is a great product, and it's going to be one of those you know, current releases that, you know, it could be you know, just something where everyone can afford to join in. Um, and the one thing I liked about the archive release is the first one that we're really truly seeing it. Um, each type of box has a very specific parallel with it that's only available in that pack. Because you got, I believe it was the hobby box, I think it was the pink, or in the collector's box had the purple, or vice versa. I don't remember the order. I don't know if Chris remembers.
I don't. No, I'd have to go back and look.
Either way, each one had its own little parallel. The blasters have the black foil, which look really nice with with a lot of the different designs, and then the value packs have the yellow foil, which it's a lot like the short printed yellow foil that you got in the update for the series 1 and 2 blasters. Sorry, hanger packs. But you know, it's got a nice yellow color to it. If you get like Paul Skeens or in the Pirates, maybe some A's, it will look like great color match.
Absolutely. So speaking of that, talking about what they look like, I've got a blaster box here. What do you say? Should I open it now?
Sure, why not?
All right. Let's go ahead and do that. Should we do a black fat pack also, just to show the yellow?
Sure, yeah.
All
You
right.
grab one while you're
All
doing
right. I'm going to go ahead and bring the box to the stage. In fact, I've got a new camera here, so I'm not using my phone. Hopefully, that'll make it a little bit better. Yeah. Brian, I don't know if you want to remove yourself from stage. I'm curious how this is going to look.
I think if you remove yourself from the stage, you might lose your audio. However,
That's right. If I remove myself from the stage, I lose my audio. All right. I remember that from the last time. I don't know if we can put it as the big one because, look at you. All right. So in the blaster, you find 4 exclusive black parallels per box. Okay. Inside the box, you have 7 packs of 8 cards per box. Okay. What did you do? How'd you keep us on but kick us off to where we still have audio?
it's
Is there still audio?
Yes, we do.
All
We
right.
have audio base. There's a setting that was playing with there just a moment ago.
Nice. We've been
We are still learning StreamYard, and we got something good here.
yeah. All right. And did we bring any? No, we did not bring any of the sleeves over. Okay. Well, all right. So we've got the 61 look, George Kirby, Anthony Volpe. We got Berger and Connor Joe. And here comes our first black. So that's what the black border looks like, exclusive to the blasters. Nice. And then the 94 look, which honestly I think looks better now than it did in 94. All right. So we got some sleeves here. I'm going to sleeve up the parallel, the black.
Yeah,
Tom
I agree. The 94 does look a lot better now, and I actually kind of like it with the foil parallels, the yellows and the blacks that I've seen. It adds a different dimension to the color. Just it makes it a little bit more interesting. It's kind of like a what if Topps was doing more than just the top stole with had just a foil on the logo and the name back in 1994. It's like, what would that have looked like if it were a full colored border?
Yep. Yeah, that is a good way of putting it. It is a what if. Very nice. All right. I'll just do a couple of these packs. And this is going to be similar to how it goes. We'll have the ticker at the bottom talking about who's in the break and what team you have. You got something. All right. Jimenez, Marte with the Diamondbacks, Foscue, rookie with the Rangers, McGuire. Nice. Black border. Okay, Ichiro and Curtis Mead. Yoshida, Carpenter, the 94. Okay, Mauricio, Williams, and Neto. What do we got here? Jackson Holiday with the black. Nice.
That's nice. You can see the black foil's got the little bit of a shimmer to it. They're not numbered, but they still have a very nice look about them.
Yeah, they do. Diaz and Haniger there with the 94. India and Pena. How do you think about India now being with the Royals? What are you thinking of that?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, I think he's going to add a lot to that team and complement Bobby Witt pretty well. So hopefully it takes them to that next level where they can actually go further in the playoffs.
Yeah. Gunner with the own the game there. See, if you had bought the Orioles, boom, you would have a Hunter own the game and you would have a Jackson Holiday black border. There you go. Not bad. And that's just on the first, 4 packs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and as you can see with those black foils, I mean, the cards tend to pop a little bit more. They're nice. They're really just a great addition to the archive set.
Agreed. Definitely, I don't know if it's true or not, but does seem to be continuing to push the Panini style into Topps. It is definitely, you're seeing that.
Yeah. Because, well, I mean, with the Don Russ, for example, each type of pack had its own type of parallel. So with Archives doing and Topps doing the same thing this year with Archives, with the Series 1, 2 update, they're really kind of bringing those elements in because they realize that's what people want. They want the parallels. They don't want just base cards.
Okay, Matt Chapman at the break. Jose Ramirez, Moreno, Brown from the Cubs. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun break. Honestly, badly cut, nowhere near being centered, but the Frank Thomas, nowhere near being centered. All right, Justin Steele. Yep. Now that you mentioned it, the font. Every time I open it and I see that, I look straight to the font.
Now, like I said, that's one of the glaring errors of this archive set, unfortunately, but doesn't take anything away from the way the cards look to an extent.
Trout, nice with the 94 look. And then Brent Rooker, Wrecking Crew will be the last of the inserts from the blaster. All right. Well, hey, not a bad little blaster. Jackson Holiday, rookie, black, 3 inserts. Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt, and then you got Big Mac. Not bad. That's just one blaster. We'll be having 10 of them. So,
Yeah.
hey, when it comes on online, come out and grab it.
Yeah. So there's going to be basically in this break about at least 40 of the black foil parallels and 27 of the yellow foil. Because yellow foils kind of fall one per pack. The nice thing about the value packs is that you also get an insert in there as well.
I'm definitely liking having the different camera. I don't know how it looks on your end, but when I'm looking up, it definitely looks a whole lot clearer. Aaron Judge, Dylan Cease, Nolan Gorman. Okay. Gabriel Ruiz. So this is what the yellow border from the hanger packs looks like. I'm trying to just hold it here so that the camera can come in focus now that I've said, hey, it's great that I got a new one. All right. And then right behind it, we got a Ranger Suarez at the break. There we go. So an insert and a parallel, each fat pack or hanger pack or value pack or whatever it wants to be called at the moment. Cedric Mullins and Kevin Pillar finishing it off. I was kind of hoping for something big because we got that security tag in this one, but meh, I guess not. So, hey, yeah, there you go. Some good stuff there. Yeah, check out boxscore collectibles.com in the next day or two, and we will have a detailed release and it'll be in the store.
And one note to make, the pricing that we're going to post is going to include shipping. This way, you know what you're in for, what your buy-in is for that break. So if you pick a team that's $15, that's $15 for us to get that. All those cards pulled, all cards will ship, base cards, parallels. If we pull any autos, anything for that team will ship, and that's how much it's going to cost you to buy into the break and get those cards to you.
Yeah, any autos will be top loaded. All parallels and inserts will be sleeved. For another $1, I think we'll add for every if you want all your cards sleeved up, it'll be $1 added. What do you think of that idea?
We could do that.
I know I like mine sleeved. All right. So there we go. A little bit of a preview there. All right. I'm going to remove the cards. Let's go back to a shared screen. Whoa. Yeah, let's not do that shared screen. Oh, my. Scary. Yeah.
Yeah. Those two books.
All right. So this upcoming week, we've got Cards and Coffee coming on Tuesday. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. Thursday, we're going to do a Throwback Thursday, 1989. Last time looking at 89, which is part of the 2024 Topps look back or throwback or redo or however.
The 35th anniversary collection, basically.
There you go. And then after that, we will start doing our Through the Decades Thursdays. Friday, do we know if anything is coming out this week?
I don't recall
within our price range.
I don't recall anything, but then again, the way the card manufacturers, both Topps and Panini, have been running things a lot lately,
just kind of drops.
Things can pop up on a moment's notice, especially some of the backlog of stuff that they were working through.
Yeah.
It is always possible.
Okay. Well, while he's looking that up, I'm going to also remind you, okay, not this Saturday. No, it is this Saturday that we're going to be doing the break, the 25th. So, yeah, right around the corner. Okay. We will be having a quarter case break this upcoming Saturday. So there we go. That's the upcoming week for us. No card show. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be absolutely I actually let me double check on that 5 p.m. quarter case. Because there's a chance that we might have to push it back to 7 Pacific, only because we're doing our job fair at the stadium. I almost forgot. We should be done by 5. Oh, for the love of all that's good and holy, we should be done by 5.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, a lot of these job fairs for minor league teams tend to go like 4 or 5 hours for the actual job fair, and then they might have to go hang out for, some basic orientation stuff to kinda talk a little for the ones they just wanna hire on spot type thing.
Yeah, and from what I've been told, this will be my first time as a front office doing the job fair is, I guess we're gonna be doing a draft if we have multiple departments that want a certain person. I It'll
Alright.
be interesting, so it might run a little bit later than you would think. Um, I will double check, and I'll put that out there on, here on YouTube. We'll go ahead and preset,
Yeah. We'll have a time decided by Tuesday, basically. That's what we're saying. Um, so that way, we can make sure everyone knows what the buy-in's gonna look like and what the, um, start time's gonna be, so that way you can join us live if you want. You
yeah.
don't have to join us to get your cards. Obviously, if you buy into the break, you're getting the cards. You don't have to be here, but we want you.
What?
We actually are gonna have some mystery surprises on the breaks.
Ooh, surprises.
Yes,
Nice. I
it could
like
be
that.
anything, really. It could be more archives. It could be
Anything.
nothing at all. No, it won't be nothing.
Is anything something or is something anything and is nothing either? Hmm.
It's too early in the day for that, Chris.
Oh, it's never too early to have fun. Um, all right, so did we find anything being released that we know of?
No, the next two baseball releases in particular are going to be kind of some of the higher end releases, like the Topps Transcendent, Bowman Draft. Well, actually, Bowman Draft Sapphires already dropped, but the Diamond Icon. So right
Okay.
now, it looks like the next wide release for baseball is going to be Top Series One,
Wow.
which is
That's
February 12th.
right around the corner. 2.5 weeks away. Woo! How do we feel about that? The
Well,
beginning, 3 weeks?
it's like 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
2025 collecting season coming up right around the corner for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we just because the new rookie class to start chasing, and what tying into that release day is the start of spring training. Pitchers and catchers start reporting around the uh, 12th to 14th, of February. So it all kind of comes together in the 2025 season as well.
Yup. Yeah, one of the things that the local fans keep asking about is when do we know when we're getting our Modesto Nuts ball players? I said, after spring training. We won't
Basically,
know. We don't get ball players into town, I think, until like April 2nd, which is 2 or 3 days before opening day, which is the 4th of April. Um,
Mhm.
as a promotions guy, that makes it kind of tough for me to do stuff for the fans to get them excited about the season. But hey, that's part of the game. That's part of the challenge for me.
Mhm.
Is
Yeah,
so many challenges this year.
it's always been that way where the rosters don't get released till like the week of the season starting because teams won't know. They're more worried about who's going to make the major league roster,
Yep.
then who's going to make the triple A roster, and then they fill out the double A and single A rosters. So
We are at the bottom of the totem pole, being down at the low A level, which, like I said, hey, it's part of the fun. Is the challenge. I wouldn't want it to be easy.
yeah, exactly.
All right, so archives, Bowman's Best, good stuff is out there, just having been released in the last 2 weeks. So go out to your LCS, go out to your Target, Walmart, any retail spots that you can find cards. I'm not going to tell you our secrets, but there are others.
there's a there's a select few others, yes.
Yeah. Um, we are going through and starting series 3 of our Through the Decades boxes. That way we are ready for Fresno and we are ready for Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very excited about doing that show, going and seeing some ball games as well. I hope to hit all the stadiums while we're down there. Oh, yeah. At one time. Like, I've been to all of them, but I haven't been to them all in 1 week. It's going to be all about scheduling.
Yes, we'll have to take a look at that because we're supposed to be getting in Monday the 17th, I believe it is.
Late Monday the 17th.
So we'll have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before the show starts on Friday to see what we can do, what kind of damage we can do with that.
It's going to be great. So excited about it. We are definitely going to be having to go through our quarter and dollar boxes and putting some of those prospects out there because that's what everybody loves about spring training is seeing the upcoming prospects and getting those autos. And if we can load up our boxes, it'll be even better for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, as you were saying, we're going to take some time, work on the Through the Decades Series 3, because we sold out of a lot of the teams over this past weekend, and we got new orders constantly coming in. We've also recognized that there's a need for us to even revamp the quarter and dollar boxes that we have. I mean, we need to refresh, get some of the cycle through some of the cards, get some fresh stuff in there, and also with 2025 just right around the corner for the collecting season, we also need to put the recent releases in with the team boxes. Like a lot of the 2024 releases, especially the early stuff, we might keep like archives, and some update and some of the later year releases separate. So that way people who are still working on sets when we get out to Arizona can still see those. But like the Series 1, Series 2, Heritage, etc., those need to start going into the team boxes. Get some fresh content in there.
Yep. I'm thinking Stadium Club and newer. I think Stadium Club's a good one because that was the last time we were in Phoenix. I think
that was beginning of November when that came out, so that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll have one row for rookies from Series 1 and Series 2. Not so much in Series 2, but there were some decent ones.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be playing around with it, taking a look, see what we can do. We hope to see you guys in Fresno on the 8th of February and definitely down in Phoenix the 21st through the 23rd.
Yeah, that Friday through Sunday.
Yeah. I wanted to say 17th, but that's when we're getting there. And don't come to our hotel and find us. That'd just be weird. But if we see you at a game, that's cool.
Exactly. Unless you're coming over to buy us dinner or something.
You know what? I'm not opposed to being bribed. We can sit and chat if there's food involved. Yeah.
Well, we met a lot of great people in Arizona. I mean, some of the collectors that we saw in November, they actually were at a couple of the games that we ended up going to after that show for the Arizona Fall League, and got a chance to see them again, talk to them. They recognized us, we recognized them. So it was actually kind of a fun little experience during that time.
Yeah. I mean, fall ball is definitely different than spring. Spring training. What do we have? At least one game that was sold out completely, the San Francisco one. The others, I would say 3/4 full. But fall ball was very much more intimate. Maybe because it was also at the end and some of the bigger name prospects weren't there. But it was so much more intimate, so much more. It definitely had a minor league feel to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was one of those situations where it definitely felt like a minor league game. I mean, the crowd was thin, but they're the ones that are really interested in seeing these guys develop.
There's some be said about seeing the stars before they're stars and just having that fun family environment where you got the kids running around. You don't need to worry about them being rushed to the side by other fans or the ushers or anything. the kids can just go run around, have fun. The
Mhm.
parents can sit there, enjoy a soft drink and water and a hot dog, sharing a popcorn. Just, you know,
Wholesome family environment.
wholesome family fun. That's one of the things that I love about the Arizona complex. So it's
Yeah.
great, whether it's spring training or fall ball. Well, what do you think? Anything else that we had on the roster to discuss? Uh, we discussed the show that we did, the shows
Mhm.
we're going to do, what got released, what's not going to be coming up this week. No Fresh Friday, because I don't think I can afford any of
No,
those.
I mean, and at the same time, we don't have to. Fresh Friday comes up, but as popular releases will come up. I mean, just as a way to show that 'cause we're about the collectors. I mean, we're not really the flippers. We're not the high end guys. We're out here kind of talking about cards for the collectors, the set builders,
That's how we
guys that
roll.
want to start getting it back into the hobby. 'Cause we talked to a few guys this weekend that, yeah, there's one guy who's like, yeah, I just got back in the hobby. I stopped collecting in what was it 1986. I'm a big Reds fan, and uh,
We directed him straight to a Through the Decades
yeah,
for the Reds. It was great. It was like a perfect way to segue into making a sale.
yeah, and it was not just about making the sale, but he was excited about it too.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I mean, I told him, he's like, yo, you get it, unopened packs from each of the 5 decades, and cards from each of the 5 decades. It's a great way to catch up on what you've missed.
Mhm. Yep. Very excited. They're very excited. We've had actually several comments, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or past YouTube episodes. People saying they love it. They love what they got.
Yeah,
So that's why I want to do the Throwback Thursday being converted into the Through the Decades Thursday, so that we can continue to share the love of decades of collecting and the stories and history and fun behind it. So very excited about that maneuver or deviation on Thursdays that we're
yeah,
going to be doing. All right. Well, hey, if that's it, then I think we're going to give you guys back 22 minutes of your day that we were going to be occupying. And if you've got anything that you would like for us to discuss either Tuesday on our cards and coffee or next Sunday on our box score unwrapped, hit us up in the comments section. Let us know what you would like discussed. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow Box Score Collectibles here on YouTube, over on X and Instagram, and hit us up at boxscorecollectibles.com. If you have any comments, hit us up at boxscoreca@gmail.com, or, like I said, leave us some comments here on the videos.
yep. And just as a reminder, once again, we are doing the break next Friday. I'm sorry, Saturday night, and that will be live on the website as of 8 p.m. Pacific tomorrow,
Yep.
Monday, so that way people can see it. I might even post a sneak peek at the pricing on Instagram and X later this evening, just so that way people have an idea what to expect.
There you go. Well, all right, Brian. I think it's time to go get some dinner.
Sounds great to me.
All right. Say goodnight, Brian.
Good night, Brian.
There
There you go. You get one.
you go. Boss Man here with Box Score Collectibles. Boss Man out.